Oh, hello there. It's that time once again for the wrestling show to take a very cynical look back at representing the WWE and live from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Monday Night Raw. Air date December the 11th. 2023. This episode is, of course, the road to the Royal Rumble. So, let's get on with the show in
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Baby!
Welbo. Welcome to the wrestling show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and this is a very cynical look back at the latest episode of the WWE's Raw. But before we dive into the show, just a quick shout out to the non-competitors. That's right. They are the glue that holds the building together. First and foremost, representing the general manager, it is Adam Pearce. Next, getting all the pre-match interviews and all the backstage scoops, we got ourselves Jackie Redmond. And heading into the ring, we've got our announcer, letting everybody know who's about to fight and the results of such matches. We've got ourselves Samantha Irving, and last, but certainly not least, it's the commentary crew. It's the play-by-play guys, it's the hosts, and I even call them the narrators, the whole damn show. They are the team of, I would call him, he's a future Hall of Famer for sure. He's my favorite commentator of them all. I think he's the best. He's the man with the raspy yet soothing voice. The all-knowing, all-great, that's right, Wade Barrett. And, of course, backing up Wade Barrett, it is the long-time veteran of well over 25 years. It's Michael Cole. Now, without any further ado-dos, let's get on with the show. So, here we go. The show is it's a big show today. A lot of matches, but we start off with some Jey Uso. That's right. I love cheese mousse with my French bread cheese mousse. With my French bread cheese mousse. With my French bread, when I fill my belly up, I think I'll just go to bed. That's right. Jey Uso. He's in a ring there, and he's opening up the show. And he's got things talking about. He's got Yeet back. He's got the Yeet back. That's right, because of course Yeet was I guess property of a certain gaming corporation, and there was some copyright issues, and they hammered it out. I'm pretty sure there's great sums of money were forked over to get for the Jey Uso to use the word Yeet. I wonder how much they got to pay for every time Jey Uso speaks of the word. Mm-hmm. That's right. So he kept the yeets down to a minimum. But anyways, he still gets to use the word, and regardless. So he's out there, he's talking about that, and he's talks about happy to see CM Punk around, back, you know. And he's got something to say about Sami Zayn. After all, he was beaten up by Drew McIntyre. You know, and he was wishing him best wells. And of course, he's very angry at Drew McIntyre. He wants to face Drew McIntyre for a fight. Drew McIntyre comes down there. And they got a lot to say. Drew McIntyre, he's very upset about CM Punk. He's like, you know what, let CM Punk go to SmackDown. But, however, Drew McIntyre did the unthinkable, or maybe not. He apologized to what he did to Sami Zayn. Mm-hmm. Even though Sami Zayn was disrespecting some, Drew McIntyre about, is your family proud? He brings his family into it, stuff like that, there's some things. So then, Drew McIntyre put Sami Zayn on the wrestler's vacation. So anyways, he comes down there. And basically, he still wants revenge. He wants revenge on Jey Uso for ruining his opportunity to become the world champion. Not once, many times. So he still hasn't forgiven him. Because after all, Jey Uso never apologized, apparently. And he attacks the crowd a little bit there for taking Jay's side. Who wouldn't want some revenge? Anyways, the first match was indeed Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. This was a very good match. Very good match. Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre. Of course, Drew McIntyre has a size difference. He's a large man. Jey Uso, he's what he lacks in size and strength. He's gotten tattoos. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, they start fighting. Jey Uso. I couldn't believe they start the match so fast. It's like, there goes the bell. Drew McIntyre didn't even take off his leather jacket. He wasn't prepared to fight, and Jey Uso took full advantage. The bell goes off. I'm attacking you. But it's all fair. It's all fair. Now, Drew McIntyre's bigger guy, throwing Jey Uso around. Jey gets thrown outside the ring there. Then, wow. Drew McIntyre does the unthinkable. He pulls like a version of the Otis, the 4-point Otis, where he runs outside the ring there, and he claymores. Clear, he's like the Charlie Brown of the claymores, where he claymores, he falls, misses Claymore, and he lands right on top of the commentating table. The commentating table. It's true. Jey Uso takes over for a bit, One massive, a splash off the top rope doesn't get him with a huge Uso splash. Now, Drew McIntyre, he got the old Claymore on, actually, he gave the old, it's the DDT. The Future Shock DDT onto Jey Uso, and he was for the pin there. Gonna see what that is. Here we go. We'll get back on track here. Now here we go. Now Drew McIntyre, he goes for his Claymore kick onto Jey Uso. Jey gets a super kick on Drew McIntyre. Now, however, things go weird for a while because Drew McIntyre ends up, takes off the turnbuckle pad. Right after the Future Shock DDT. He was trying to claymore Jey Uso, with a super kick. And after this Future Shock pin attempt by Drew McIntyre, he goes for the turnbuckle pad. He pulls that off. He drops it on the ground there. It's like, okay. So you think, all right, the turnbuckle is probably going to be involved with the match somehow. So it's now an exposed turnbuckle ring. The exposed turnbuckle ring. The referee did not see it happen. They go into the fight again. Drew McIntyre sets up for another Claymore. But it's Jey Uso's a little bit quicker again this time with a spear. He doesn't get the pin, however. He goes for the pin, but doesn't get it. Obviously, the match goes on. After that, the pin attempt, the referee decides, he turns around and finally notices the turnbuckle pad is on the ground. Now, you can obviously tell that I can see that there are snaps there. There are snaps together, and you can put a rope through it to tie it on properly. Temporarily, you can temporarily snap them together, and then you tie them on for a more permanent fixture. So the referee picks up this turnbuckle pad and goes, I better put this back on. He says, while he does that, Drew McIntyre goes to the eyes. Starts raking the eyes of Jey Uso. Referee then decides, whatever. I'm not going to deal with this at all. I can't snap these things together. I have no idea how it works. So he discards the corner buckle pad. It's like, are you kidding me? What? Really? Seriously? Anyways, it's like, will the turnbuckle pad come and turn again? Will it come and play once more time? It does not. It is one Claymore kick later. Drew McIntyre hits Jey Uso with the Claymore kick. It is over. The match was about 13 minutes long. It was a lot of fun. This match was good. Yes. So Drew McIntyre proves one thing, that he's fed up with playing the game right. He's just like, you know what? If you think I'm a heel, just you look at what I do next. So yeah. There's a little bit of a tomfoolery, some trickery, and some cheating to do with Drew McIntyre for the big victory against Jey Uso. Next up, we go backstage. It's pretty fun, a lot of fun stuff. It's an entirety of Judgment Day, Mama Rhea, the dead mother, Rhea Ripley, with Dominic Mysterio, JD McDonough, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest. Damian's talking about, getting it, he's getting everybody on the same page, And then Rhea Ripley comes out and she starts talking about, what's that? Saying that, saying you're the leader doesn't, she says, saying you're the leader doesn't mean you are the leader. And Damian's like, what are you talking about? She's like, I'm not talking about just you. Anybody who says that. But basically, she's pulling out Damian Priest for this one here. But anyways, Rhea Ripley, she needs to put a statement on the Judgment Day ruling the WWE, mostly the Raw brand. And of course, it is Dominic Mysterio who did drop his the North American title. Yep, he dropped that the other day, and now it belongs to Dragon Lee, the new North American champion, and no help from, of course, Rey Mysterio. Regardless, that happened the other day on the premium live event of NXT. So right now, it's Rhea Ripley saying she needs to do something. She needs to put a statement mark on things, and she needs to make she needs to make a statement match out of Maxine Dupree. So she's got a big match against Maxine. And with that said, we go backstage with Maxine Dupree, the Alpha Academy, Chad Gabler, Otis, Tozawa, the meme. And then it's the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus Creed back there giving more support. And then R-Truth, the comic relief, back with some more comic relief. And he wants to decorate the Judgment Day's locker room area, their hangout area, with some Christmas lights or whatever he's celebrating, like Thanksgiving. I don't know. Ridiculous. I guess, yeah. R-Truth. Just doing what he does best. And what is that? Who knows? They're playing the dumb guy. I'm the dumb guy. Anyway, so the next match happens. With the match, it is with Judgment Day, so Rhea Ripley versus Alpha Academy's Maxine Dupree. And Maxine's side, she has Ivy Nile joins her ringside watching the match. She's just going to watch because Ivy Nile, she just watches. She's a face. She's a good girl. She's a good guy, so to speak. So they don't cheat, and she will not. She will just stand there and watch this match, which shows a lot. This opens up exactly what's wrong with the, Maxine Dupree. She's got no core strength. And it's tough to say that because it's tough watching her. Because it was Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley was fighting herself. She was, she had to create the offense for Maxine. It was tough to watch because Rhea Ripley tried to get, Maxine into a powerbomb position. And with Maxine's, that's where she showed that she's got no core because she couldn't lift herself up. She couldn't sit up to get in the proper position. It is Rhea Ripley. She had to put her down safely to reattempt the powerbomb and then literally whip her up. This was all, Rhea Ripley's trying to help out. She's doing the whole match, Rhea Ripley. And this is, of course, not a title match. It's just a regular match. But however, last time Rhea Ripley, put up her title was just last month, November 25th at Survivor Series War Games, where she put up it was a fatal 5-way where she beat up 4 other wrestlers for to retain. So after that, she gets Maxine Dupree for a powerbomb. Maxine with an attempt of a Hurricanrana. Oh my, it was so sad. She basically, she dropped down and Rhea Ripley made the rest of the move. She threw herself forward. After that, Rhea Ripley gets Maxine into the Riptide. Maxine just can't engage her core to get up there, So it's Rhea Ripley made look pretty bad. So Maxine pretty much Akira Tozawa Rhea Ripley in this match, because Rhea Ripley, Akira dead weighted Akira during their match. It was tough to watch. Anyways, Rhea Ripley, after the Riptide, she gets in the face of, Maxine, and of course she should. To belittle her a little bit. You don't belong in this ring. And not only do you not belong in this ring, but you don't belong in this ring with me. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? And then after that, she gives her the, what is it? It's a prism lock. But now the prism lock is a standing, like, what's it? Boston Crab. The sharpshooter, standing sharpshooter. So she can, with one arm too. She figure fours Maxine's leg, one arm, gives her the prism lock. And then on top of the prism lock, she sets into the lion tamer. So it's a lion tamer prism lock, one-armed. She's literally twisting Maxine Dupree into a pretzel. She was like, before she can put her knee on the back of the Maxine's head, it was over. Maxine was tapping out like a son of a gear. She was tapping out like Tiny Tim on a good performance day. He's a tap dancer, I think. Okay. So after that, she held on to the prism lock, lion tamer for a couple more seconds. Really, really twisting up Maxine there. Whew. It was a tough match. This match was only about 2 minutes, and I'm being generous here. 2 minutes. And then it's Ivy Nile going to the ring there, and maybe, who knows, is Ivy Nile versus Rhea Ripley going to be the next challenge? Ivy Nile, no doubtedly, she is, she's, the gym and Ivy Nile go hand in hand. She's a fitness queen. She's a muscle on top of muscle. She's not very tall. That's what doesn't really matter, really, I guess. She's very fit, and she can handle herself in the gym. But as for a wrestler, she's got very good intentions. And, will it make... Rhea Ripley will have to try... We'll have to work really hard to make this Rhea Ripley Ivy Nile match look good. Yeah. I said that. I went there. Rhea Ripley's great. Ivy Nile needs improving. And after that, we got ourselves, oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe it. That's right.
I made a pie, it's blueberry, 'cause that's my own speciality. I use some nutmeg, I use chia seeds, I use some ingredients you can't see. Oh, 'cause that's my own speciality. Not apple crumble or strawberry. I have only one speciality. Only one speciality. Only one speciality.
It's CM Punk! CM Punk! A little bit more. This is great.
I love pies, and I don't know why. If my oven breaks, then my pastries die. That is why I make more pies. It's for me under a maple tree.
Oh, that song is so damn great. Oh. CM Punk. Now it is Adam Pearce. He's out there for possible contract signing. And then CM Punk comes out there and to the great rejoice of the fans. The fans are all cheering. They're all like, oh, we all miss you. Oh, we miss you, CM Punk. Oh, yay. They're all cheering. It was so great, And he's, CM Punk's talking about, no, scratch that. We, audience, we have a big decision to make. Yeah, of course. That's what all great talkers do. You don't make it about yourself. You make it about the people. It's like, yes, that's right, CM Punk. We've got a decision to make. Where are you going to sign? So that's the thing. So, of course, he's come out there and he says, it's the price he paid. He's talked about 10 years ago and whatnot. That talks about learning to be comfortable while you're very uncomfortable. So yeah, learning to be comfortable when you're uncomfortable. That's a very uncomfortable position. So he's about talked about 10 years ago when he in Cleveland, where they are now, where he took his took his bag and went home. Took his ball and just went home in the Cleveland show. So he apologized to all the haters. Me. And basically it's this: is you pay me enough money, and I'll make anywhere my new home. Oh, so proud to say, this is my new home. Yep, you give him enough money and he'll say anywhere. The moon is his new home. That's all right. So with that said, he signs a contract and he's now officially a member of Monday Night Raw. Now, will he do the same thing? The signing a bonus for Adam Pearce, like Randy Orton did to what are you gonna do? Nick Aldis. He got RKO'd. Is he gonna go to sleep? No, he doesn't. Of course not. So with that said, of course, we got ourselves our current Raw champion, Seth friggin' Rollins, comes down the ring, and he's got a problem with CM Punk, of course. And he lays it all on line. All truths. First, he welcomes CM Punk to Monday Night Rollins. And he says, don't you dare call this place your home. You've not only abandoned, you've also tried to tear this place down. You slandered not only Seth Rollins himself, but everybody backstage. Slandered everything to WWE for 10 years. And he's talked about, Seth Rollins' home. It needs to be protected by people like CM Punk. Because when it comes down to it, Seth Rollins hates. He says, I hate you. And a while ago, the great words of, Bret the Hitman Hart. Hate. Hate is a very powerful word. It's a very strong word. To hate something. And CM Punk hates, of course, Seth Rollins hates CM Punk. Now, what gets hilarious, CM Punk, he's so delusional. You know what? In honesty, everybody has to have a sense of some delusion to get far in life. You gotta, if you are crappy at things and you think you're great, that's delusional. But when you put so much stock into your delusion, hey, you can move mountains sometimes. And CM Punk did that. But here goes. CM Punk, he says he's gonna give Seth Rollins a pass for disrespecting him. He just said what happened. He's just laying out what you did. This is the story of CM Punk. You don't like it? Well, you don't like yourself. It's not disrespecting. It's called, standing up to the punk. So he says he's going to enter the Royal Rumble and win it, and with that, he's got an opportunity to challenge a champion, and he wants apparently CM Punk is already looking at Seth Rollins, looking over people like Cody Rhodes. So with that, we go into the ring with a big match. It's a rubber match. It is not rubber, but these are two meaty men, This is Bronson Reed versus the Viking Raiders, Ivar. And with Ivar, it's the most curvaceous woman in Raw. That's right, very sexy, Valhalla. With a new makeup scheme, but she's looking great, looking fantastic. Although, when's the last time Valhalla? Is she a wrestler? Is she an active wrestler, or is she just a manager? She hasn't done anything really for a long time. A long time. I would like to see some sort of final look for, Valhalla, some sort of, Helena of the Marvel universe, some type of look, Some her in-ring gear. I would like to see some sort of sharp in-ring. It's like, feral and, powerful. Who knows? But will Valhalla ever fight? Who knows? We'll never know that either. But let's go on to what the match is. Bronson Reed versus Ivar. This was about 8 minutes long. It was big, meaty men slapping meat. You know, I thought they're great. They're huge guys, and they're great high flyers. Face it, they can fly through the air, and they're powerful. Last time they had a couple of dropped backs in situations, But here we go. One thing we got to say about this match. Bronson Reed, he knows how to do a standing elbow drop. He's giving L.A. Knight a run for his money and destroys, Otis's elbow drop. This one here, he gets up there high. He crushes down on Ivar. Now, Ivar, he's a nimble guy. He's nimble for a gigantic man. He gets Irish whipped to the corner, and he does like the Ric Flair bump almost. Ric Flair corner thing. Except Ric Flair, when he goes upside down, Ric Flair flips to the other side of the ring. Pretty impressive looking. Very athletic. Now Ivar, when he goes upside down, he hits the ropes upside down. He bounces off. It's just like really good throw by Bronson Reed. Now they take the fight outside. And it's like they're like running against each other, double high cross bodies against each other. Just a big slapping sound into the ring there. Outside the ring, they slap bodies. They just slapping meat. It is some big old sounds. Very competitive. Very, very good. This was match of the night. Match of the night. Now, Bronson Reed's outside there. Ivar, he goes to the top rope, as Vic Joseph would call it, the tippy top. And then with a front bump, a swanton, that's right, a swanton, inside the ring, outside the ring, top rope, outside of the ring, crushes, just absolutely. There's no attempt to do a flip onto his feet. It is straight up swanton. There is a back bump, only the back bump. And then, it was devastating. And in the sequence of the match, it is Ivar going to the top rope, and then this Bronson Reed meeting him to the top rope there, and they start battling it out. They have an epic battle at the ropes. Ends up with Bronson Reed with a superplex on Ivar with a massive walloping slam to the ground. Bronson Reed gets the huge pin. He just barely crawls over to get some win. It's surprising that, usually the person giving the superplex, he pops up like nothing happened at all. But not the case this time. It was surprising to see that Bronson Reed also suffered severe damage to his back, apparently. He sold it like he did. Now we have a moment here with the very sexy, Valhalla. She's seeing if Ivar's okay, but she looks over to Bronson Reed with possible future implements here. Now, Bronson Reed, Ivar, together, they could move mountains. They can do a whole lot of devastation. It'd be great if they actually start collecting the NXT Championship belts and then the unified tag team belts. But Ivar, Bronson Reed, great. My dream tag team still is Ivar and Enzo Amore, used to be called. So now, next up, we got ourselves. Oh, it is hilarious. It's the Judgment Day. They're back there doing whatever Judgment Day business is, and then CM Punk walks over there, and I think CM Punk does what CM Punk does best. Everywhere he goes, he thinks he's a locker room leader. He's a self-delegated locker room leader is CM Punk. He thinks this is his duty to know what everybody's business is. His duty to make sure everything's all right. Because that's what locker room leaders do. And CM Punk, he does what CM Punk does best. Making sure everything's going all right. And Damian Priest, he gets in his face. He is, I hope you win everything so I can cash this in on your ass. Of course, if CM Punk somehow becomes the champion, world champion, and most likely his trajectory is there. His trajectory is there, let's face it. So if he does, Signore Money in the Bank will be there to challenge him and to become the new champion. So that's what the threat is. So now we go into the ring with the Judgment Day. And of course, back there, CM Punk's trying to stir up the pot. It's like, hey, so where's Rhea Ripley? Anyways, so we go to the ring there with the Judgment Day. It's Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, JBD McDonough. And they're putting everybody, doesn't matter who you are, they're putting everybody on notice back in the locker room. Basically is. Then R-Truth, the comic relief, R-Truth just, stumbles and fumbles away to the ring. And he's got his decorative lights. Say, I thought I was going to decorate the locker room there, and I find that both front and back door are locked. What do I do? Oh my God, R-Truth. People are laughing because he's hilariously funny. He goes in the ring there, and he confronts the team there, and he has some suggestions too. He has some suggestions about the Judgment Days. I got some suggestions for you guys for the, Judgment Day, and I think you should kick out JD McDonough. Yeah, that's right, kick out JD McDonough. And, hey, Damian Priest, you should stop calling yourself the locker room leader there. Yeah, Ripley don't like it no much, Hey there, hey now, hey, I'm R-Truth, though, there, hey. Oh my God, it's so... And they laughed because it's hilarious. R-Truth is a joker. The imbecilic joker there. I am R-Truth. And then, of course, Damian Priest says, yeah, a lot of people love you. You are loved by a lot of people, And, so it comes down to... Damian Priest, he clotheslines the hell out of R-Truth. That's what he does. Just crushes R-Truth's larynx, So, because he doesn't like R-Truth too much. Crushes him down. And then while the Judgment Day is about to beat up the holy hell out of R-Truth, it is the Brutus and Julius Creed run down to that ring and help him out there. That's right. They all slide down to the ring, and they basically beat up 2-on-4. Brutus and Julius Creed beat up all of the Judgment Day except for Rhea Ripley. It's Julius Creed really taking out, Dominic and JD outside the ring with a double suplex. It's like wiping them out like they don't matter. Julius Creed was getting Brutus Creed was getting his ass kicked. And then Julius comes in there, throws out Finn Balor, and then a double, spine buster. Gets Damian Priest, whacko! He gets out there, and of course, I couldn't believe it. Diamond Mine clearing the ring to them, and Dominic's like, hey, Damian Priest, I told you, you gotta watch out for them, I told you, hey, Damian, hey, Damian, I told you. He say, I heard you already. So in the backstage, of course, we got ourselves a little bit of, Adam Pearce. He's got plans for Drew McIntyre. Of course, Raw Day 1, episode Day 1, will be Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the, heavyweight championship of Monday Night Raw. And then it's CM Punk goes out, he's like, hey, locker room leader here. He didn't say that, but, he's going to make himself locker room leader. So it's Drew McIntyre's like, I don't care about your story. I don't care about Cody Rhodes' story. It's my story. Out of my face. He walks away there. Hey, what did I do? What did I do? And he turns around. It's Cody Rhodes. It's Kofi Kingston, Chad Gable, and Ricochet. And then Cody Rhodes with a hilarious quip about, hey, you're making me crazy. It's like, really? That's so long ago, idiot. It's like, how about some respect? A little respect. Ooh, it doesn't matter. So it's all about this. It's an opportunity at Intercontinental Championship, apparently. And it's Kofi, Chad Gable, and Ricochet. Perhaps there's going to be some sort of a triple threat coming up for this big opportunity for the Intercontinental Championship. So now we go on to our very next match. It is a tag team match in the women's division. It is Kaden Carter and Katana Chance versus Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. Now, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, they're on a they're getting their push right now, I suppose. They've got some innovative moves. Now, they are the most petitest of competitors in wrestling in general. Katana Chance, she is 80 pounds, soaking wet. Kaden Carter, not too much more. And, well, however, Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae, they are not doing much. They're not being used at all. Just push people, I think. There's no real big plans as for now with Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. So this match says it all. It was about 2.5 minutes, a very short one. Not much confidence anywhere. Watching the match, however, was your tag team champions. It's Chelsea Green and her tag partner. It's Piper Niven. Not just watching, but they are joined the commentary crew. Wade Barrett's happy to see them. Michael Cole, he's so not liking this. He's not a big fan of the great Chelsea Green, the great one, Chelsea Green. I think Chelsea Green could probably have her own segment. They can give her more mic airtime. She can definitely stretch out a segment for sure, without a doubt. I think Chelsea Green could have one of the, I'm not sure how many women had their own talk show on the main roster, but I think it's time for Chelsea Green to be given a little bit more segment time, baby. Anyways, it'd be great. I think it would be great. More Chelsea Green. Really? Come on now. That's a no-brainer. No-brainer. Whereas to Michael Cole, he'll hang himself somewhere. But anyways, watching also backstage, and who knows when this was taped, because they could be watching a green screen, and this could be done anytime, who knows. It is the tag team still together somehow. It's, Tegan Knox and Natalya Bret Hart. Now this match was pretty cool, a lot of fun. We got ourselves, what's that? Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. They break out a move. It's the silly string. The silly string. A lot of tag teams try the silly string, and it looks pretty silly. That's hence the name. So it's a team move where Katana Chance is outside, and Kaden Carter's outside. Katana Chance does a front flip over top, and their backs hit, and then it's Kaden Carter bounces Katana Chance back over the ring there for a Hurricanrana, baby, on Indy Hartwell. Now the end of the match here is Indy Hartwell. It's Indy Hartwell, in the Candice LeRae in the ring there. Indy Hartwell gets super kicked in the face. She gets knocked out of the whole match by, Kaden Carter. Kaden Carter then picks up, Candice LeRae, gets the Candice LeRae into a neck breaker, tags in Katana Chance. She goes to top rope with a 450 splash combo, 450 splash and neck breaker. And that equals a victory for Team Casey in, 2.5 minutes. A lot of fun. So after that, we go into the ring there with, it's the very gaunt one, Becky Lynch, looking so scrawny, skinny, and gaunt in their ring there. Wow. And she's got a problem with Nia Jax. She's calling her out. She's talked about the history that they had together long ago, and the broken nose that Nia Jax inflicted on Becky Lynch long ago, 5 years ago, And so she starts calling out Nia Jax, saying, because she's a bigger girl. It's like, well, you had double ACL surgery. No one likes you. Not even your knees. He's like, your knees went up. I was like, wow, you went there, huh? You went there. So Nia Jax comes down to the ring there. And it's like, guess what? I'm not fired anymore, And at the punch she gave with Becky Lynch so many years ago that broke her nose was just like a lucky shot. She just swung her arm, and she didn't really mean to swing at her face that much, But she like, it was just a swing. I didn't really mean to punch you. If I meant to punch you, your nose would be broken off your face, something like that. So Nia is also saying, when that happened, that put Becky Lynch as becoming the man. That changed the trajectory of Becky Lynch's career. So you owe your career to Nia Jax, basically, that's what she's saying. And Becky Lynch is like going on, well, I need to end Nia Jax. It's like, oh my goodness. You see the two then? Becky Lynch is now currently as heavy as one of Nia Jax's legs. You know, she's so scrawny. Wow. I'm sure, like I say, I've said this before, if Nia Jax were to hit Becky Lynch with her Annihilator, like if she were to like legitimately hit her like she hit what's a Rhea Ripley with the Annihilator, you know, when she first came back, it would be over for everything for Becky Lynch. I'm pretty sure, yeah, broken ribs, everything. But then again, she's got a hit right down there. I'm just complaining now, bitching, complaining about Becky Lynch. She's an icon. She knows how to put a good match together, but this is ridiculous looking. You know, this is going to be a lot of work for both sides. So now with backstage we go, and we have a little talk with Jackie Redmond with Cody Rhodes. Talks about things from CM Punk to his match with Shinsuke Nakamura coming up in the main event tonight. So it comes down to he's happy about CM Punk, and he feels that nothing but good things about Shinsuke. You know, that his new vicious side, and you know, Shinsuke says Cody Rhodes asked for this meeting, and Cody Rhodes does not deny it. He said, "Yes, I want this fight against Shinsuke Nakamura." So now we go to our next match. It is a 6-man tag. It is the entirety of Imperium. It is Gunther, Giovanni Vinci, and Ludwig Kaiser versus Team DIY. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and their team member for tonight. You know, you think it could it be, Dexter Lumis? Nope. It is The Miz. The Miz. And thank goodness for one thing. It is both, Wade Barrett and Michael Cole talking about what the heck is going on here. They didn't play the stupid card. They played with a realistic card. What happened between The Miz and Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa, when he's breaking into the main roster, it was under the tutelage of The Miz. And when Tommaso Ciampa got injured, The Miz was nowhere to be seen or heard of to be there for Tommaso. It just wasn't there for Tommaso Ciampa. And Tommaso Ciampa and The Miz, they had some falling out. And then The Miz hired Dexter Lumis to attack him. You know, and it's whole thing with whole deception thing. So they got some pretty rough history. But, however, they're trying to turn The Miz into a face. And what better place to do it than Miz's hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. Even though Cleveland, Miz, he hasn't been saying he's been from Cleveland for the longest time at all. He's like he's the Hollywood star now, isn't he? So I guess he's relying on the fickleness of the crowd to become the face again. So how about this match? This was about 10 minutes long. 10 minutes long, Now, we had a moment here where Johnny did a slingshot a spear in a pin attempt to Ludwig Kaiser. And then Giovanni Vinci comes to break in the pin. Later on in the match there, it's, The Miz finally gets a tag in and starts attacking Gunther. And the crowd's like, yay, yay. And Gunther's allowing this to happen. Because that's the only way it happens. And then Gunther turns things around with a massive Boston Crab on The Miz. And then Tommaso Ciampa runs in the ring there with a massive knee to Gunther's face. Now after that, it is Giovanni and Ludwig Kaiser. They get the high-low on Tommaso Ciampa. And then kick Tommaso out of the ring there. And then, of course, Johnny Gargano. He pops up there and gives, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser a double DDT. That's right, knocking them out the ring there. And then Gunther super kicks Johnny Gargano out the ring there. And then it's Miz and Gunther. Miz gets Gunther with the massive figure 4. Oh no! What's gonna happen? Why, it's I believe it's Ludwig Kaiser comes to the ring, tries to help, but it's Gargano. He gets a Gargano escape on Ludwig Kaiser. 2 submission holds on there. But however, Gunther tags out of the ring, tags in Giovanni Vinci. Giovanni comes in with a massive Macho Man elbow. Such a chef's kiss. This was a gorgeous Macho Man's elbow. Beautiful, off the top rope, crushing Johnny Gargano. You know, ends up, Giovanni Vinci. He clears out the ring. Whoever's left there, all the, and it becomes a Miz versus Giovanni Vinci. Giovanni tries to go for the power bomb on the Miz. Miz turns things around with a skull-crushing finale, winning the match for DIY. And then we go backstage. It's Gunther giving the speaking to Giovanni and Ludwig Kaiser. And then it's a Miz. He's all sneak guy. He sneaks up behind Gunther. He wants a rematch for the IC title. And this is it. This is, you got one more chance, for the prize, basically. You don't get it, you don't win, that's it. It's over. You would not. So if Miz doesn't win this time here to gain the Intercontinental Championship title, he will get no more chances to become the champion, at least against Gunther. So now, next up, we got ourselves, it's Shinsuke Nakamura versus...
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
That's right. You haven't guessed it? It's Mr. Cody Rhodes and his amazing theme music. Let's go!
Rumbling in my bowels, and I think I'm gonna blow. There's a bathroom stall, I'm finally here. The toilet's there, I'm about to blow. I ate 5 tacos before the show. Shut the door and I sit down on the throne. Oh, whoa, I was never potty trained when I was younger. My father was never there. I did a poo today, don't have to do lingerie. I told my mother, and if he was here today, I would proudly say, I would have told my father, I'm a big boy now. Don't need no diapers now. Don't need to buy any more depends. I got my freedom.
Oh, that song. I just love that song. It's incredible. It's so damned catchy. Anyways, it is Shinsuke Nakamura versus Cody Rhodes. Now, this was a very fun match. This was about 17 and a half minutes, baby. A lot of back and forth. Lots of back and forth. A lot of anger in this match. Shinsuke Nakamura gets not only his good vibrations foot to the throat, but he gets his sliding German suplex on Cody Rhodes. Now, Cody, he gets He has this nice tope suicida between the second and third rope, nailing Shinsuke Nakamura. So the end sequence is this. Cody Rhodes gets the old disaster kick, smack, dab, right on Shinsuke's head. After that, they fight on a little bit more. Cody Rhodes gets his springboard Cody Cutter. The Cody Cutter gets Shinsuke Nakamura. And then finally, he goes for the kill shot. He goes for the crossroads. Shinsuke fights out of it, and then he gathers enough saliva in his throat, and then it's the Omicron mist, the red Omicron mist, right to the face of, Cody Rhodes. And it's a shame because a lot of people use that red blood capsule to prove that, I'm bleeding at the mouth, like Finn Balor uses that a lot. Look at this actual blood. So yeah, he's besmirching that myth there. As he's disguising that as a new Omicron. Anyway, see, he hits some Omicron mist on Cody Rhodes. The match is called the disqualification. And then it's Shinsuke Nakamura beating the holy hell out of Cody Rhodes. One more Kinshasa to the back of the head. Whammo! Cody never seen that happen because he was blinded by the Omicron mist. But however, it is the Creed brothers, Bruce and Julius Creed, run to the ring there. Shinsuke hightails it out of there. Now, it's hilarious, too. Now, Shinsuke leaves the ring area, Cody Rhodes, and he's slowly, he gets help. You know, a lot of officials are out there. He gets the towel under his face to clean out the Omicron mist. And here's where it gets funny too. It's like, now, the Creed brothers came in there to help out, to make sure that Cody Rhodes wasn't getting his ass kicked anymore. So then, why weren't they paying any more attention? So Cody Rhodes leaves, and clearly, the people who have the best vision, the best sight to see what's going to happen next would be the Creed brothers, because running back into the ring area is Shinsuke Nakamura. He runs in with another Kinshasa to the face of Cody Rhodes, and it's the Creed brothers like, well, maybe we should have been there. Well, we weren't. Well, what are you going to do? So they just look upset. Just look upset, brother. Oh, will do, brother. So yeah, Cody Rhodes laid out by Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, I guess it's going to be a massive thing. A massive thing going on. Will day one, the Raw 1, going to be a massive rematch against Shinsuke versus Cody Rhodes? Anything goes. Will they both use the Omicron's mist? Cody Rhodes with the blue mist, Shinsuke with the red mist. Who's going to win? So, I'll tell you what, that does wrap it up for this episode of Monday Night Raw. Now, for our podcast listeners, please stay tuned we will have some NXT right after the short break, but our YouTube viewer, please, this is it for the show. I've been your host, Lip Hazlewood, saying see you next time on All Wrestling Show.